No offense to myself, but what happened to me? From Little Miss Everything, swearing that my life was at its peak, enjoying things that I'm passionate about, living what I think was a fulfilling life, to this. School, bed, phone, school, sleep, repeat. Hey girly pops, it's Girly Pop Gwen, and for today's entry we have this video titled From Achieving Everything to Achieving Nothing. Well, downgrading, it can be a lot of things. It can be when your ex replaces you with someone you believe has a lower value than you. You can go around and say, oh, he's downgraded. But for today, downgrading will be defined in terms of a well-performing student turning into an average student, or worse, below average. It is when you went from being straight A's to barely thriving, barely surviving. You no longer excel to the subjects you were once so good at. When you have zero motivation in studying compared before, where you'd literally pull an all-nighter just to review for an exam, for a quiz. Or when you wake up school morning and you don't even have the courage to stand up. And when you're at school already and all you're thinking about is when you're gonna get home, when you're gonna get rest. Well, if that is the case, I think there's a word more fitting than downgrading, and that is burn out. The B word. Believe it or not, it's actually very common. I have it as well, and my friends have it. Actually, we do talk about it, which makes me feel good. I mean, it makes me feel like I'm not alone in this situation. And I know that not everyone has that kind of luxury of being able to talk and converse about having burnout or being burnout. So I'm here with you to discuss it. I first realized that I was indeed experiencing burnout when I came across this video explaining what it is. And all along, I thought it was just lazy, that I'm dumb, stupid, not smart. In fact, I am slow in processing new lessons compared to my classmates. And really, it was hard acknowledging all of that, especially when your life revolved in praises, compliments, academic validation. But I had to accept it. And if you are indeed experiencing the same thing, you should too. Because if you keep on pushing beyond your limit, naturally that feeling will intensify until it reaches its highest point. Alright, so please know when to stop. Now, this is simple. Celebrate. Celebrate even those things that you considered little before. I tried doing this. I learned to be happy even with small tasks like finishing my homework. I just finished doing my legs. I started at 10 p.m. and now it's 5:50 a.m. Or when I finally removed my reviewers from the wall, signifying the end of midterms. I also began creating goals I have never done before, like when I learned how to drive. Daddy. I set a reward system that whenever I feel like I deserve something, I would treat myself with a drink, maybe buy myself a toy, live life. Overall, do ways to feel better about myself. Refuel. Release the happy hormones. Because, fun fact, when you're happy, not overworked, not exhausted, or not on the verge of perishing, you are actually more driven to do things. The quality of your work improves, and you can rekindle the spark of motivation you've been missing.